Elon and Trump. The Elon and Trump war that's been going on starting around like Thursday. It's kind of cooled off today. Let's get into it. Let's just jump right in, right? The Elon and Trump war that's been going on over the last couple of days. And it's basically Elon. Let me make sure you guys can see everything clear. We're good. Do I want to move the camera? Let's move the camera. Make it a little bigger. Pause. All right. So we're going to go over some tweets. We're going to look at everything. First, the notes. Elon is basically at face value saying he's against Trump's big, beautiful bill, which, because amongst a lot of other things that the bill does, it's Trump's spending bill that's in Congress right now. It's went to the House, to the Senate. But Elon is against it because the bill is 1,000 pages long, and it's trying to raise the debt ceiling, which would financially fuck the country up, according to Elon. And he's going against that, and it is the exact opposite of what Elon was trying to do with Doge, so he's furious, right? So Elon, a couple of days ago, started going off on Trump on X, tweeting a whole bunch of shit off, tweets that he's now deleted, which we'll get to. Trump snapped back, and they were arguing on the timeline, which was just a weird thing to see. Trump was on Truth Social, and then he had an interview with the German chancellor where he was talking about it, and then Elon just continuously over like the last couple of days was on Twitter, on X, saying shit. Just the friends to foe of the two of them. Elon left Doge like a week ago, and he was out of the White House just a few days ago. They seem like the closest of friends, but they had to be beefing before this is happening. And one of the main things I want to say with my quick notes is that this is more than Elon just going off on Trump about Trump raising the debt ceiling. It's just a lot of weirdness with this that makes me think it's more than what it just looks like at face value, which is Elon being mad over the spending bill. And we'll see the tweets that he hasn't deleted to get to that, right? But the whole situation is just weird to see. Again, there's more to it, and the emotion of it from the two. Like, I don't think it shows they're both emotional. I don't think it shows power on either side for any of them. And I don't think fans of Trump can look at that and say that was reasonable of what Trump's done and professional, even if in theory they agree with how Trump was kind of going off on Elon because of what he was doing. Now, we'll get to this too. In the last hour last night, Trump said some things to kind of make it seem like he's trying to cool the relationship, cool the argument. Elon deleted some tweets, and I said in my notes here, like, there's more to them beefing like this now. I said that a couple of times. I just have a feeling about it, but I think it's clear to say absolutely no one knows why Trump is doing the shit he does, and I think that Elon is going to delete some of these tweets. I said this in my notes last night, and he did end up deleting some of the tweets. I'm going to just go over what they said really quickly before I get to these tweets, and hopefully we're at 5 minutes. We're at 9 minutes. That's good. So, okay, what they said back and forth, right? Elon said Trump is in the Epstein files, which are Epstein files, which a lot of people were taking on one side to like think Trump is a pedophile. And then I saw a lot of people on one side that said it can mean a lot of things. It's more layered and there's more to it than just being on the Epstein files and saying you're a pedophile, right? And I agree with that. So I didn't agree with the whole thing that Elon saying that just means Trump is in the Epstein files. Now, Elon did delete that tweet, right? Elon says that Trump wouldn't have won if it wasn't for him, and he was saying that how ungrateful Trump is. Elon said Trump should be impeached and replaced with J.D. Vance. And then J.D. Vance, of course, had to tweet something, say, I stand with Trump, because Trump was on J.D. Vance's ass, pause. And Elon deleted that tweet, though, saying that Trump should be impeached. That's a big deal, and that's something crazy to say. It would get to more of this. I don't want to get into all my notes because I want the tweets to let some of my thoughts out on this. But then Trump went on. He said on Truth Social that he might start cutting Musk's government contracts, which is a big deal. That's one of the reasons that people were saying Elon was even with Trump, was to get more government contracts. Tesla shares plummeted after this. Trump suggested that he would have won certain states even without Elon, so it's like, I don't even need him. And he said that they had a great relationship, but maybe they won't anymore. And this was like during the meeting with the German chancellor. So now let's get to the tweets on this, right? Because I have a couple of tweets on this that I want to go through. So this is one of the first things that Elon said, which is getting to people believing like, okay, he's doing this because he's mad about how much spending that's going to raise the debt ceiling that Trump is doing and how that will hurt America. I'm sorry, but I just can't stand it anymore. This massive, and you guys can see this, this massive, outrageous, pork-filled congressional spending bill is a disgusting abomination. Shame on those who voted for it. You know you did wrong. You know it. So, all right, the spending on it. Then Trump, this is during the meeting with the German chancellor. He says, I'm very disappointed with Elon. And this is after Elon has already started going off. I've helped him a lot. He knew the inner workings of the bill better than anybody sitting here. He had no problem with it. All of a sudden, he had a problem, and he only developed the problem when he found out we're going to cut EV mandate, and that's electric vehicles. So in this video, Trump is saying, okay, and this is during the meeting again, he's saying he's mad because he wants something about electric vehicle mandates, of course, with Tesla. Everybody knows that, right? Elon says false. The bill was never shown to me even once. It was passed in the dead of night so fast that almost no one in Congress can even read it. And I'm going to get into more to that too of how fast it was passed. Let me see if I can find that. Yeah. There's this tweet that basically like the House has a 72-hour rule, which requires the bill to be posted 72 hours before passage. Basically, they're saying that Trump passed the bill at like a weird time where the House and everybody couldn't read all the way through it. Again, it's 1,000 pages, has a lot into it. We're not getting into that. We're focusing on Elon and Trump. But it was a major bill. People couldn't read it. And there was like another thing, like a big thing of Taylor Major Greene not reading a part of it. And I was sending it to friends. Even I was like thinking she's an idiot. I do think it's pretty stupid to vote on something and with all the technology, with all the AI, I don't care if it's 2,000 pages. If you're voting on a spending bill, you're not going to sleep that night. You just have to read through it. That's your job. But I will also give some grace that if Trump is doing something sneaky and no one could read it, I'll give a little bit, tiny bit of grace to Major Taylor Greene. And I'll leave that there because she's awful. I don't like her for a lot of different reasons, but I want to be fair. But not even those in Congress, this is Elon during these whole tweets, not even those in Congress who had to vote on the big, ugly spending bill had time to read it, right? Let's go through some more of these tweets. And this is just to show how much Elon was going off. Without me, Trump would have lost the election. Dems would control the House, and the Republicans would be 51-49 in the Senate. Such ingratitude. Like, he was going off. It's a lot of things. Elon liked this. I have a plan to cut spending, increase spending. So again, Elon is saying this is about Trump increasing the spending and basically doing the opposite of what you put me in the White House for. This was pretty crazy that Elon, like, didn't delete this one either. Like, again, he deleted tweets. He deleted the one saying he's on the Epstein files list, and he deleted the one saying he should be impeached. Where are we at right now? 4 minutes saying the one he should be impeached. He didn't delete this one. Someone said X active users, Trump on Epstein's list, Elon does ketamine. Everybody knows about Elon's drug use. We're going to get to something that Trump's comments where it's like he doesn't deny it. We'll get to that. He does like, is this Elon admitting he's on drugs? In the comments, please tell me if I'm tweaking. Is this like him just joking or trolling? But this is a weird troll. And then this also has a video here where it's like, I won't say Elon Musk is on drugs, but this video is wild. I'm even going to turn the music off so because I don't even want to make a joke of it. Look at him. Look at him. And he has a black eye there. Is that a black? Do we think that's a black eye? I can't tell. Is that a stat? Bro. That shit's hitting him. Look how he's closing his eyes and like falling. It's hitting him. That's like some strong shit that's having you. Oh, he's loving it though. Look at him, bro. He's seeing things. Like he's looking up into God knows what. I'm not saying Elon does drugs, but I'm not saying I wouldn't put any money on it that he's not. This is also interesting to me. Elon didn't tweet this, but I think this is funny. Elon, Trump fighting over the big, beautiful bill, and there's Putin taking Trump from behind. If you know me, if you've watched GS Studios on YouTube, this is my first time streaming back. I've been on GS Studios on YouTube. Go follow my YouTube. If you've been watching me, you know I'm fascinated with the conversations of Putin and Trump in the war in Ukraine. Not going to get to more of that, but that's very funny to me. And there's one other thing I want to show that I sent to myself. Okay, yeah. And this was Trump. Last night when this was posted, Trump just answered, I'll just read through it. Trump just answered a lot of questions tonight about Elon as well as his companies. Here was his responses to each question. Trump tonight on Elon Musk. I hope he does well with Tesla. I just wish him well. Trump on if he would cancel Elon's company's government contracts. Well, we'll take a look at everything. He gets a lot of subsidy only if it's fair for him and for the country, but it has to be fair. He's not getting rid of them. It doesn't matter if it's fair. It's about what Trump wants, and I think Trump from this doesn't want to beef. They don't want to beef with each other, right? And you know how Trump is. For him to be in the middle about anything means that he's cool because he's usually very aggressive. That's why I thought Elon would delete those tweets a lot with this. And this is why I think it's more beneath the eyes, more than beneath the eyes. And I'm going to we'll get to something else before we end on, but let's keep going. Trump on if he were reopen investigations into we already read that. Trump when asked if he had any concerns about potential drug use by Elon. I don't want to comment on that. I read an article in the New York Times, and frankly, it sounded unfair to him. Trump using the word fair and unfair is very funny. Just his gauge of what's fair and unfair is questionable, to say the least. But I don't want to comment on that. That's like being a judge with a lawyer and you don't want to perjure yourself and you say, I don't recall. I've been watching the Diddy trial, so I've been getting some information on how it works. Basically, if you know you don't want to say that you're lying or get yourself caught up slipping, you can say, I don't recall. I don't know. You just go around it. That's going around it. Again, I don't want to say Elon's not on drugs, but Trump on if he wants to take back the key he gave Elon Musk in the Oval Office. No, I don't take things back. I gave him a key because he tried very hard. That's a little bit of a dig. He tried. It's a dig and it's a double entendre. Trump on Elon's Dodge work, which is a nice question to ask after this. Oh, I think he helped us out a lot. It's not finished at all. We've basically taken it over, and many people remain with us, but we saved hundreds of billions of dollars. He did all right. Trump would ask if he would sell the White House Tesla. I haven't even thought about it. I hope he does well at Tesla. I'm the president of the United States. And something that I want to show with this is, let's see. Last thing I want to show, there's a D Hicks video on this. You should definitely subscribe to D Hicks. He goes over what this is in 3 minutes and 32 seconds. I didn't play it at the beginning, but it is a good video just going on with just covering everything that's happening. They've cooled in the last couple of days with this, though, like I said. I mean, there's more information on this. It's more than what I think Elon is just saying about him being mad about the spending on the bill. I think it's more than what Trump was saying with the EV mandate. The emotional of just seeing this, it just leads more into Trump just being so wild and not being able to really have trust in how he feels and what he'll do. It was just a weird thing to see, though. Weird thing to see. Who knows what's going to happen next? No one knows what's going to happen next, right? And I think we're at perfect timing. 7 seconds left on this. I have no other thoughts on this. No other thoughts on this. So let's move on to our next story. American manhunt with Osama bin Laden. Let me make my notes. 47-11. And that's Trump and Elon. We're making good time. We're making good time on this. We're making great time on this. All right. American manhunt.